we are now aware of scale. And I'm sure from now we'll start scaling generative AI in our various organizations, right? All right, thank you. So we'll be looking at a couple of use cases amongst a myriad of opportunities that we've identified personally at Qucoon. Data processing and analysis. To do this, I think I want all of us to go on a journey. Frank established a fact that AI has come to optimize existing processes. And for some processes, they are brick and mortar, like your financial institutions, insurance, name them. All right. So I want us to go on a journey. We'll be identifying the old and then we'll identify the new. For data analysis and processing, the old, we used to have, organizations that would have a lot of data teams. And in most cases, you would have to employ data analysts to come and work on just one project. Maybe because the project is large scale. And then after that project, you just have people who are redundant, right? There's nothing to, there's no other project to work on anymore. But with generative AI, you can scale your businesses without trying to scale your workforce. And we identify this problem and say, instead of giving, your data teams months just to work on a couple of documents, these documents genuinely are voluminous, all right? And it takes months to analyze, to sift through, just to make one decision. But with generative AI, at Qucoon, we've identified how you can swiftly go through documents, analyze them, and give out results in a couple of hours, minutes, depending on the volume of the document. And at Qucoon, we're able to, build a product that we called Pedigraph that connects to any data sources of your choice, whether it's both structured or unstructured. Just plug it to this database document. We ask questions. And it's not just to tell you, this is where this particular data is in. To also help you generate insights and goes as far to generate graphs, charts for you. So imagine your data team, you want to jump on a project. And the company is saying, we want to do this. We just have 2 or 3 data analysts. And we need, genuinely, like 7 more data analysts. You don't need to do that. With generative AI, you've been able to scale that process, right, without scaling the human force. The next is code generation and deployment. In fact, this is the Achilles heel of most engineering firms. You want to build a product. The product team have sketched out the features that need to be built, right? And, in a normal standard organization, you have to, first of all, define the product scope. Documents have to be put in place. The preliminary, primary code stuff have to be put before you even start developing the advanced features. And these processes will take as long as 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And we've not even started the actual, all right? And before you know it, you're having just one single product going as far as 8 months without going live. But then we've discovered that Qucoon and to agree that with generative AI, we should be able to scale how engineering firms, or any firm for that matter, would build their, engineering solutions. See those redundancy that Frank spoke about. It's in the old. But in the new now, you can create these dependencies, documents, the preliminary stuff you need to start coding in a couple of minutes. So the time taken for you to build your application, initially, it take you like a month to agree with all the teams, put every scope in order, start the little code development. That's 1 month will be done in 3-4 days. In fact, with consistent usage, you can do it in a day. So if we're able to discover this problem, that is in the old. In the new, which we have defined for ourselves, we're able to build a product called Qunity. Now, Qunity is meant to do is that it helps automate code generation and deployment processes. So instead of you saying, I need 10 DevOps engineers, so just for this product, after which there will be redundant, of course. With Qunity, you just need maybe just 1 DevOps engineer and 1 or 2 back-end and front-end engineers. Using Qunity, these engineers to flesh out your initial product requirements in less than a week. And we have organizations that have adopted Kuniti, and trust me, they are attesting to the fact that it has transformed the way they build product and services. Conversational and agentic banking. For me, this is very personal because I can't remember the last time I went to the bank. When I opened my bank, when I opened my bank account, I had to go to the bank, do certain things. If I had an issue, I had to go to the customer care rep. And in most cases, they'll tell you, come back again, come back again. And before then, we now started, so before then, you had to do everything, brick and mortar, as much as you want to check your account balance. Then we had applications, mobile applications, right, where you could just see your account balance. But there were certain features or certain processes you could not do as a customer. If you needed a resolution to any complaints, maybe you transferred money, and you did not, maybe the recipient did not receive that money. You had to go to the bank just for maybe 2,000 naira or 3,000 naira. And then we now started having simple chatbots in your applications that will tell you, to do this, press 1. To do this, press 2. But maybe your function is between 1 and 2, but there's no 1.5. So you'd have to now still go to the bank and just to do that 1.5. So we identified again at Qucoon, and we decided to build a solution that will take us away from the old ways to the new. In fact, we say AI is the future. But for us, we've decided that AI is now. And we designed and developed a product called Ruby's AI, and which the Ruby's digital bank is currently using live on its platform, where users can both perform actions using natural language processing. Send this person, I want to buy airtime, get me 2,000 naira airtime, or I'm indecisive on what I want to, buy. Help me, what choice should I make? I need a complaint resolved. You can lay your complaint, and in less than 5 seconds, the complaint has been logged. And before 5 minutes or 30 minutes, somebody has gotten back to you via that same system to resolve your complaint. Then customer's inquiry, as simple as I need a loan, but I don't have any information on whether my bank offers a loan or not. Still via that same system and infrastructure, you can still perform this myriad of processes. All right. So now we've seen how generative AI can transform existing corporate or business processes and scale it up without additional costs on both human workforce and monetary costs. Thank you very much.